Good evening, Wildcat fans. We welcome you here to the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Ben Shad here to bring you varsity boys basketball action featuring the Mechanicsburg Wildcats and the Milton Hershey Spartans. Just realized that my promotions of this game had the wrong mascot, so I'm going to have to adjust that real quick on the fly. But in the meantime, we are here to present our senior night festivities. 3 cheerleaders and a huge handful of this boys basketball roster not playing in their last home game. We actually have one more officially on the schedule, and then obviously with the Mid-Penn tournament creeping around the corner and the District 3 tournament as well, Mechanicsburg in a seed right now that they would get a home game guaranteed, at least one in the first round. Obviously hopes for much more going forward in the future. But today we celebrate our basketball and cheerleaders seniors for all of their work that they have done throughout the season. And again, we hope for much, much more as we move along here. The regular season just about ready to end. Just 2 more games in February. And then it's tournament time. Right now, Mechanicsburg at the top of the Mid-Penn Keystone standings, looking to try and keep pace. Right now, 1 game above the Hershey Trojans. All eyes on that race in the Keystone Division. If Mechanicsburg slips up, then it becomes anybody's ball game yet again. We have to get into the monotony of tiebreakers. But if Mechanicsburg can keep pace and win out against Milton Hershey tonight and Mifflin County on the 4th, and then they would be Keystone champions. Now, if Hershey loses either tonight or one of their next Keystone games, then it is possible that Mechanicsburg could clinch the Keystone tonight. So we'll be doing a little bit of scoreboard watching between this game against the Spartans and the Hershey Trojans playing abroad. So everybody's just about getting set here. Crowded tunnel off to our left, as you'll see in just a bit. Looks like we're getting the all clear. We'll go ahead and let our public address announcer Ryan Hartman take over with tonight's festivities.
Recognize the senior members of the cheerleading team and the basketball team. First up, senior cheerleaders, starting with Aubrey Costner. Aubrey is escorted by her parents, Jared Palmer and Derek Costner. She plans to attend college for agriculture. Next is Taylor Minette. Taylor is escorted by her parents, Casey and Brandon Minette. She plans to attend college to major in radiology. Next is Casey Robinson. Casey is escorted by Jennifer Lyle and Mackenzie Robinson. She plans to attend Milton College to major in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, now senior cheerleaders. Next is Elijah Pena. Next is Isaac Dolman. He went to Milton College as a medical major and played football. Next is Landon McGee. Landon was actually behind by Kevin Scott McGee. He went to Penn State University. Next is Liam Owens. Liam is actually behind his parents, Harry Owens. He went to Penn College and continued to play basketball. Our next senior is Andrew Simpkins. Andrew is actually by Jamie Jordan and Robert Simpkins. He went to attend for HVAC while continuing to play basketball. Josh Smith. University, where he will continue to play football. Our next senior is Owen Whitmer. He went to attend a four-year university to major in finance. Next is Chance Janowski. Chance is escorted by Hershey Janowski. He takes his study at West Virginia Wesleyan to major in exercise science and play basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you are the seniors of the Mechanicsburg boys basketball team and cheerleading team. All of us wishing the best of luck in your future endeavors, and remember, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the Mechanicsburg area senior high school boys basketball and cheerleading class of 2025.
A very special group of players on that court celebrating their senior nights. A lot of eyes have been on this class since they really first came around, and the developments of Wildcat basketball in recent years have only strengthened just how great that group of players out there on the floor have turned out to be as they are presented gifts from their teammates. Coach Gaffey, be interesting to see what this squad does after this year. It's hard to look ahead as we still have some regular season games to play, but There are some great names that will forever be remembered in Wildcat basketball lore that are taking it all in as the games are limited in terms of just how much longer they have as Wildcat basketball players. But once again, a special group, and just look at it, how many in just 1 year, everybody understanding their roles to play. Obviously, everybody would love to get starting minutes, but you can only have 5 on the court at the same time. I'm sure coaching staff would love to have everybody gathered, and practices especially are pretty talented, as this is a great group, and it'll be, again, interesting to see how this team adjusts with such a large group of gentlemen moving on. But we wish them the best in their endeavors, as, again, we still have some games to play. Still 2 more games in the regular season after tonight. The Keystones on the horizon. The Mid-Penn tournament is within reach for Mechanicsburg. Can pretty much assume that the District 3 6A tournament is at least locked up. Hard to believe that Mechanicsburg could fall out of the tournament at this point in the year. And obviously, the state championship run last year maybe a little bit shorter than some had hoped, so revenge and bragging rights on the mind of this current group. But first, they have to get past a very talented Milton Hershey team that has turned the program around from last year. We'll get into that in just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll set the scene for you in just a bit here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. We'll be right back after this.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville, or call 717-360-8249.
It's time for Mechanicsburg High School Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, on GoMechanicsburg.com and now on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and follow Wildcat Athletics at Go Mechanicsburg on YouTube, available on all smart devices. Wildcat Athletics is presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, Bobby Ray Hall Automotive Group, Charity Kastner RSR Realtors, Your Neighborhood Chick-fil-A at Shepherdstown Crossing, Lawnscapes Inc., Members First Federal Credit Union, Operation Wildcat, OSS Health, now with 2 locations on the West Shore, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department, RBC Wealth Management and the Turnbridge Group, Renewed Hearing Solutions, Sheets, Snappers Bar and Grill, Seth Gardner State Farm, your Harrisburg True Green Lawn Care, Westshire Decks, servicing all of Central PA, the Wildcat Foundation, and Wolf Brewing Company. Now, let's head out to the contest and the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth on GoMechanicsburg.com.
With the call, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Ben Shad.
We're here at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, for this exciting boys varsity basketball matchup featuring the Mechanicsburg Wildcats and the Milton Hershey Spartans. Hi, everybody. I'm Bad Shad alongside our fantastic Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our stream's presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. Regular season about to wrap up. Mechanicsburg could pretty much clinch the Mid-Penn Keystone title with a win and a Hershey loss tonight, but they have to go up against a very talented Milton Hershey squad that has turned the program around. Last year, this team was 3-19 on the year, including 1-13 in conference play. This year, they have jumped to an 11-6 record, 9-3 in Keystone Conference play. That's good enough for 8th in the 5A rankings. So obviously Milton Hershey trying to keep pace, trying to get more home court advantage and a higher seed as the season is running out for Mechanicsburg. 17-2 on the season, 15-1 officially in the eyes of the PIAA, 11-1 in Mid-Penn Keystone Conference play, second in the 6A rankings, only behind Central York, who are 18-1 on the season. Those two teams, the only one-loss teams in 6A. So it'll be interesting to see how Mechanicsburg, still playing a lot of 5A teams in the regular season, will prepare for a district tournament, but Mid-Penn Keystone again on the line as well. Mechanicsburg continuing the win streak that started all the way in the new year back on January 3rd against Lower Dauphin. 9 straight wins, including, again, that ultimate matchup against Hershey that eventually put Mechanicsburg here atop the Keystone stands at 67-59 overtime win back on January 17th. But a string of dominant W's, 78-44 against Northern York. Some close ones, too, though. 49-44 against Cedar Cliff. 64-49 against Palmyra. 64-54 against Lower Dauphin. Mechanicsburg continuing to dominate on both sides of the ball, averaging 64 points per game while only allowing an average of 52 points per game. For Milton Hershey, they are in similar straits, but the numbers are a little closer, averaging 59.2 points per game while giving up 54.5. For Milton Hershey, they're coming off a loss at CDE, 72-65. When these two teams played each other back on January 11th, it was Mechanicsburg coming away with the 60-52 win. So it was a close game back then. Maybe we'll have another close one tonight. All we know is it's going to be a fun one, and a lot of people are going to be keeping an eye on their phones and the local reporters to see how Hershey does and if we might be seeing some nets getting cut down tonight. Who knows? Either way, though, it's going to be a fun afternoon. We're happy to have you alongside with us. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting fives for you in just a bit right here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. We'll be right back after this.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
Craig was in the Rockies and had to cut his ski trip short because he was having severe knee pain.
Lauren came in, she was really discouraged. She had tried 3 months of therapy, nothing was working. She really wanted to get back to volleyball.
We found that he had severe arthritis in both knees and his hip.
She needed shoulder arthroscopy with slap and posterior labral repair.
Simultaneous bilateral total knee replacements.
6 months of recovery and Lauren's back, happy as ever.
3 months after his final surgery, Craig sent us pictures of him skiing the Rocky Mountains. And that's what makes our job here at OSS Health so fulfilling.
Operation Wildcat is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to pool the resources in our community to help our school district students, families, and staff members in need. We'll take your new or gently used back-to-school items, bikes, books, clothing, dresses and suits, furniture, Halloween costumes, gifts for the holiday, Christmas tree decorations, pennies, socks, underwear, Thanksgiving food, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and yard sale items. Learn more at OperationWildcat.org and go Wildcats.
Elevate your everyday with the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department. Immerse yourself in a world of excitement and discovery. From adrenaline-pumping sports to serene outdoor escapes, we've got your perfect recreation blend. Join us for fitness, family fun, and fantastic experiences. Unleash your inner adventurer. It's time for a thrilling escape. Visit mbgsd.org and click on the Recreation tab, or drop by our office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center. Mechanicsburg Area Recreation, where every moment is a new adventure.
At Bobby Ray Hall, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision, that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Rahal simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Rahal difference and find out more at bobbyrahal.com.
The Turnbridge Group at RBC Wealth Management are proud supporters of Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. When you're faced with tough business, personal, and financial decisions, turn to the Turnbridge Group. They specialize in retirement planning and complex financial situations as their team helps you define and attain your goals, all while building a strong and caring relationship with you. Advisors Tim Engel, Jonathan Stow, and Nick Hansen are available for your call today. The Turnbridge Group, part of the community and for the community. Visit them online at turnbridgegroup.com or call 717-724-4225.
I needed a change in my life. I wanted to be closer to my grandchildren. I was not hearing what the kids were saying. I fly hot air balloons and I couldn't hear leaks. It was time to take care of my hearing. As soon as I met Mary Ann at Renewed Hearing Solutions, she made me feel so comfortable. My life has improved so much since I got hearing aids. It was the best thing I've ever done. I would highly recommend Renewed Hearing Solutions.
Get back in the conversation. Call Renewed Hearing Solutions today.
Are you on the hunt for a new home? Maybe you're a growing family looking to expand your living situation, or you find your current space too large and you're simply looking to downsize. Whatever your needs, contact Charity Kastner, Realtor with RSR Realtors today. Charity knows the local real estate market and she will find the right home for you. Charity Kastner isn't just a Mechanicsburg-based realtor, she's a Mechanicsburg mom. And after all, mother knows best. Just ask her kids. Make the move today by calling Charity Kastner at 717-557-9312 or rsrrealtors.com to find your first or next home sweet home.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Go Mechanicsburg. Now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. Ben Shad here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our stream's presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. Let's go over the starting five for both teams. First, for the Milton Hershey Spartans. At number 1, the 6'even" junior guard Khalif Turner. The senior 6'1" forward wearing number 4, Arian Sandu. The 6'6" sophomore forward wearing number 12, Abdu Dien. The 6'even" two-way senior wearing number 22, Joshua Sessoms. And the 6'3" sophomore center wearing number 33, Dylan Crawford. Milton Hershey, are coached by Scott Rooney with assistance from Victor Fleming, Caleb Young, and Brian Campion. For Mechanicsburg, it's old reliable, the 6'2" senior guard wearing number 0, Chance Yanoski, 6'even" forward in his senior wearing number 1, Josh Smith. The 6'1" two-way player in his senior year wearing number 2, Liam Owens. The 5'10" senior guard wearing number 5, Elijah Bea. And the 6'even" senior guard wearing number 25, Justin Bardo. Mechanicsburg are coached by Mike Gaffey with assistance from Perry Owens, Kevin Fuller, Joe Forlizzi, and Patrick Ross. Captains have just met at midcourt. We go back to the warm-ups. Hershey are playing against Cedar Cliff tonight, although it seems like no reporters have made their way to the game. Those two teams actually playing a home-and-home series. Hershey beat Cedar Cliff at Cedar Cliff 59-52 just 2 nights ago on the 29th. Now welcoming them at home against the Colts. But it was a 7-point game. Can the Colts pull off the upset and potentially help Mechanicsburg clinch the Keystone tonight? We shall see. We'll see if anybody can give us live updates. As it's kind of one of the few things as a broadcaster, one of the little niche things that I love about this time of year, getting to and in the postseason, the thrill of taking time out of the game to look up another score and trying to figure out who is at what point in their games, who's winning, the implications, how it shakes things up. The scoreboard watching, it's almost like you're in a newsroom. As we actually have a pep band here tonight. Both teams make their way back to their respective benches. Want to remind you folks that Wildcat Athletics would like to recognize the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department for their continued support of our web streams. With the Recreation Department here in Mechanicsburg, you can immerse yourself in a world of excitement and discovery. From creative crafts, dance, to fitness opportunities and family fun, they offer something for everyone. Don't miss out on fantastic experiences that inspire, enrich, and bring the community together. Visit mbgsd.org and click on the Recreation tab or drop by their office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center. Mechanicsburg Area Recreation, where every moment is a new adventure. We'll go ahead and let Ryan Hartman get us through the starting fives with National Anthem and tip-off to follow very shortly here at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School.
The student athletes, coaches, and officials before you are giving you their very best. You should give them yours. Be loud, be proud, be positive. Sportsmanship, the only piece is you. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to recognize the Milton Hershey seniors, thanking them for being here on our special night, and we wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. The Spartan seniors, Tade Anawandu, Arian Sandu, Stephen Dow, Joshua Gibb, Joshua Sessoms, Anthony Taylor. Good luck to the Milton Hershey seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials for tonight's game, Tim Corby, Chris Sigler, and Chris Foltz. And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First off, for Milton Hershey, head coach Scott Rooney, assisted by Victor Fleming, Kim Young, and Brian Champion. Here's the starting five for the Spartans. Starting in a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 1, Khalif Turner. Starting at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Arian Sandu. He moves number 1, at forward, a 6'6" sophomore, Abdul Dian. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 22, Joshua Sessoms. Starting at center, a sophomore, standing 6'3", number 33, Dylan Crawford. These Spartans of Milton Hershey School. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Mechanicsburg. Head coach Mike Atkin, assisted by Perry Jones, Joe Felicity, Keith Ross, and Rick Basketball Operations, Sean Basketball. Here's the starting five for A senior guard standing 5'10", number 5, Elijah Baya. Starting at guard, a senior standing 6 foot, 125, Justin Barrow. The Wildcats are Mechanicsburg High School. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if able. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Active duty non-military veterans may render an appropriate hand salute as we honor the United States of America with a presentation of the Star Spangled Banner.
Anthem has been played. Lineups are set. We're just about ready for basketball here from Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Even the students section here all decked out in white, serenading towards the back half of the anthem. Granted, they came in a little early on the a cappella, but nonetheless, the spirit and patriotism was shown by the Wildcat faithful. Mechanicsburg out there in their home white uniforms today with the maroon Wildcats across the front with a steel outline. Maroon numbers on the front and backs of those uniforms with a steel outline as well. Maroon and steel trim along the sides of those Under Armour provided uniforms. For Milton Hershey, they are in the brown uniforms today with a yellow Milton Hershey across the front, over and under the numbers. Yellow numbers with white outlines on the front and backs of those jerseys with yellow outlines of those Nike-provided uniforms. Owens on the tip for Mechanicsburg. DN wins it for Milton Hershey. And we are underway here from Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. And already a quick three off the trigger. Rebound, one in the middle. They kick it out again. Sandu thought about it, kicks out to the top. Another three ball. This time Sessoms cashes in. And how about that for an opening to this one? Joshua Sessoms knocks down a deep three. And the Spartans have the early lead. Baya to Yanoski in the corner. Yanoski with some difficulty kicks it back out to Baya, now to Bardo. Owens on the far side wing. Owens searching, airs it out to Smith. Almost took out the referee. Smith drops it off to Baya. He thought about it, gives to Yanoski. Quick on the draw. Yanoski, bang! Sessoms, Yanoski, blow for blow to open this one. We're tied up at 3. Sandu trying to make his way through the paint. Yanoski holding him to the perimeter. All the way to the top is Sessoms. Back to Sandu on the near side. Sandu looking, trying to drop it on the inside, and Baya's going to get hit with the early foul. And the Mechanicsburg faithful take exception to that whistle. So Baya first, Mechanicsburg's first. Fouls have been an interesting storyline in a lot of our broadcasts so far this season. Mechanicsburg not afraid to turn up the aggression, but sometimes that does get them in an early hole. Trying the three was Deanne. Instead he goes in. He loses the ball on the way up, and it's Baya coming up with it, and he draws a foul. Dylan Crawford, the guilty party for Milton Hershey. Both teams with an early foul to open this one. Still tied at 3. Smith quarterbacking the play. He gets it from Coach Gaffey. Takes it up, drops it to Bardo, now to Yanoski, out to Baya. Smith on that far side wing. Smith sees an opening through traffic, off the glass, and good. Josh Smith with a nice kiss off the window, and Mechanicsburg get the 5-3 lead early on here in the first. Spinning with it is Sessoms, drops it off for DN. To the top, Sandu. Sandu thought about going inside, working off a light screen. Turner, he'll unload the three off the side of the iron. Smith comes away with a board. All the way out to Janoski. Janoski trying to put on the moves, puts it up, and too strong. Takes a bounce off the rim. Spartans come away with it. Toss goes to Sessoms on the near side wing. On the inside, Crawford trying to get up with it. Doesn't go the first time. Puts it back, though, off his own miss. Crawford's in the scorebook as DN with some great vision to airlift that one to him inside the paint. We're tied up at 5. Janoski on the near side wing. Looking, gives to Bardo at the top. Smith finds Owens at the top. He's not afraid to pull that trigger sometimes, but Smith trying to pass that one, ends up catching the underside of the bucket. It's Milton Hershey going the other way. Turner trying to put on Bea. DN trying to work his way in the paint. Ball's loose, goes out, and will stay with the Spartans. Student section in much louder voice than I can say we've had all season. The spin around shot no good there from Sandu. Owens comes away with the board. Toss into the corner. Bardo works his way through the paint. Puts it up and one. Justin Bardo. Great awareness there from Bardo to charge right on in, draw the foul, and he'll shoot the and one. Foul goes against Khalif Turner. That's his first, team's second. Bardo lines it up, puts it up, and that'll roll on in. Bardo's got 3, and his team has a 3-point lead. 5 minutes left to go here in the first. And a steal by Smith. He's off to the races, slips a bit, puts it up off the glass, and good. Josh Smith with the pickpocket artistry makes it a 2-possession ball game in the early going. Taking it up the floor, Sandu. Janoski all over him. He finds DN. DN to the top for Sessoms. On the near side wing, Sandu. Inside for Crawford. Crawford held close by Bardo. Crawford trying to spin through the paint, kicks it out. Down the line, drive 3. Sessoms, count it! Joshua Sessoms with his second one from beyond the arc. And he gets the Spartans right back in at 10-8, our score. Smith to Bea on the near side wing. Bea to Bardo at the top. Fakes the handoff now, gives it to Smith. A little jab step 3, rims out, but Bea couldn't corral the rebound. Just had his heel on the line. Made a great effort. And Mechanicsburg are going to take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it with you here. Want to remind you, folks, that Wildcat Foundation Night takes place February 21st at Stocks Manor. The gala, which serves as the Foundation's top fundraiser, will feature an online auction this year to help the Foundation's mission to support all students in the Mechanicsburg Area School District. Limited tickets and sponsor spots remain. Visit wildcatfoundation.org to learn more about the event. Some interesting body language from the Wildcat bench. Josh Smith seemed like there was something he was not happy with on his way into that timeout. Maybe there's something he's seeing, or maybe he was in some kind of rhythm. I don't know. As that one is put up off the glass and good. This game is tied. Sessoms already with 8 of Milton Hershey's 10 points to his name so far. Janoski at the top. Out to Bea. Smith on that far side wing, working off the screen. Smith through the paint, drops off for Owens, and it's blocked from behind. Owens gets a touch to it. Smith finds Bardo on the wing. He'll unload the 3, does not go. The Wildcats with 2 opportunities at that basket. Neither of them could go. Sandu finds DN. To the top, Sessoms. Sessoms works his way back to the halfway line. Smith holding him close. Sessoms doesn't like what he sees, tries to air it out for Sandu, and that goes out of bounds, and that'll be Wildcat basketball. So Smith and company will get another crack at it. Tied at 10, 3 minutes left to go here in the first. Owens drops off to Bardo. Finds Bea. He'll unload the three. That one does not go. Bea was left wide open. You can't blame him for taking the shot, but it sails wide. Sandu gets it out to Sessoms. DN to the top for Crawford on the inside. Bea picks the pocket, though, and it's Bardo the other way. Out to Janoski. He's going to win that foot race, and he gets it to go. Chance Janoski regains the lead for Mechanicsburg. 12-10 they lead, 2.5 left to go. Turner trying to go against Bea. Into the paint, puts it up, does not go. Crawford the rebound. His shot, after about 5 bounces, finally falls. Tied up at 12. And a whistle as Bardo is a little limpy after that. Substitution for Milton Hershey as the 5'11 junior guard Kingston George checks in. So Mechanicsburg will reset in front of their own bench. Smith will take it up the floor. 2 minutes to go here in the first. 12 all our score. Smith looking, gets it to Janoski off the floor, gives it to Smith. Smith working it around, tosses it to Bardo. Bardo thought about the three, takes the mid-range instead, does not go. Fight for the rebound. Bea tries to come up with it. He was contacted, though. Ball comes free. Trying to take it up the floor is George. His under-scoop shot does not go. The rebound fought for, and there's going to say there's foul shots in there. Foul is against Smith. That's his first, team second. And Khalif Turner will shoot 2 from the line. The first free throws for either team in this one. As Andrew Simpkins, the 6'2 senior forward, and the 5'10 senior guard, Isaac Dolman, both checking in for head coach Mike Gaffey. Turner still has to shoot the free throws, though. His first one just gets in. That's his first point of the night. Second shot up, and that one good as well. Turner makes both. 14-12 the lead for Milton Hershey. A little over 90 seconds left to go here in the first. Smith taking his time up the floor. Smith drops into the corner. 3 ball does not go. Smith trying to fight for the rebound. Eventually Turner takes it away. On the inside, Dia, now on the far side wing. That shot is up, and it's an air ball. That one corralled by Simpkins. Here comes Smith the other way, scanning the floor. Smith gives to Owens. He'll line up a 3. Oh, off the inside and out. Just nearly fell for Owens. Instead, it's still a 2-point lead for Milton Hershey. Under a minute left to go here in the first. On the near side wing, DN. On the inside, tipped again. Janoski comes away with it. Janoski looking. Step back, thought about it, drops it off for Simpkins, who goes to Smith. He barks the play. Smith to Simpkins. Simpkins thought about dropping it off on the inside. Not sure who it was meant for. It was stabbed away by the Spartans. Here they come the other way. On the inside, Crawford goes up. Doesn't get the roll. Oh, it hung up there for what seemed like forever and somehow did not go. It's still just a 2-point lead for the Spartans, and you have to imagine Mechanicsburg are going to take the last shot here with 15 seconds left to go here in the first. Smith taking his time in the bottom of that M. 7 seconds. Smith ready for some motion. Smith trying to take it himself. Kicks it to Janoski. The 3 ball does not go. The rebound fought for. That does not go. And we head to the end of the first. Back and forth action. But it's the Spartans who have the narrow 14-12 lead. We'll go ahead and step aside. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg. Now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. We'll be right back after this.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Seth Gardner for your personal price plan today.
This is you. And this is us. Hi, we're True Green. We're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. That means we'll give you a pro-level lawn guaranteed. That's a satisfaction guarantee. That's a price match guarantee. That's a guarantee on top of your guarantee. So you can do less of this and more of this.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad alongside our fantastic GoMechanicsburg.com live streaming crew here in the second quarter. Owens with it. Mechanicsburg starting with the ball down by 2. Spartans trying to play spoiler in the Keystone. Bartero, the corner 3, a line drive did not go. Trying to save his own shot. And instead it's the Spartans going the other way. George finds DN. DN looking, trying to work his way up the baseline. Somehow got that ball away without the travel. Goes to Kingston George. George, poke from behind. It goes wild and out and will stay with the Spartans. Toss to DN on the inside. He drops it off for Turner. Turner puts up a 3-ball, does not go. Owens comes up with the rebound. Smith going the other way. Drops it off for Janoski. Janoski, the mid-range. That one off the rim and out. Janoski had an opportunity at a 3-ball. He passed it up, took a couple steps inside. Sandu gives to DN. At the top, George. Into the corner, Sandu on the inside. Kept alive. Shot is up off the glass. Does not go. Putback isn't there either. And they're going to say out of bounds. Milton Hershey ball, and all the Mechanicsburg folks are protesting as Sessoms checks back in. A substitution in between the quarters for Milton Hershey. The 6'2 sophomore center, Makai Navarre, checks in. DN finds Turner. Turner trying to work on the inside. His contested mid-range shot no good. Fight for the rebound again, and that time it's Mechanicsburg basketball. Substitution for the Wildcats is the 6'2 junior forward, Noah Apple, checks in. Once again, Smith quarterbacking the play. Still just a 14-12 margin. Pass on the inside to Owens. Smith trying to find an avenue, is not there. Owens at the top. His toes on the line. Bang! Liam Owens checks in from deep and gives Mechanicsburg the 1-point lead with 6 to go here in the second. Bardo almost came away with the steal, but DN keeps his composure and the ball. Turner working his way through the paint. A little Euro step. Turner, but too strong on the layup. And Janoski, he's off to the races. Euro step in the paint, and that time he doesn't get the roll, but the putback is there. Noah Apple saves the day and gives Mechanicsburg a 3-point lead. And that is not a charging foul against DN. It's going to be a block against Bardo. His first. Team's first of the second quarter as Dylan Crawford checks back in for the Spartans. Andrew Simpkins checks back in for Mechanicsburg. Oh boy, the action is back and forth here at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Neck and neck, fast-paced action. As have to take a break to dry up the floor. Spartans will go ahead and toss this one in. Goes to Sessoms. Back to Turner. Turn to the top for Sandu. Thought about the three. Drops it off. Sessoms the three. Off the base of the iron. No good. Owens has it. He'll give back to Smith. 5.5 left to go in the second quarter. Smith staring down the opponent. Kicks to the outside. Simpkins in the corner. To Owens at the top. He'll line another one up. That one does not go. Janoski trying to come away with the board, but Turner ends up coming away with the rebound. Sessoms tossed to Sandu on the near side wing. Back to the top, it's Crawford. Now to Turner. Turner trying to work his way in. He runs into all sorts of traffic, and somebody's going to be a guilty party with a foul. Goes against Simpkins. That's his first. Team second. And so Turner will shoot 2 from the line. Already 2 of 2 in his only trip. First shot up and in. Second shot up, and that one rolls on in as well. Turner, all 4 of his points coming from the free throw line on all of his attempts. Makes it a 1-point ball game. Smith, the toss to Apple. To Janoski, held close by Sandu. Smith looking. He's just not happy out there. Smith is not liking what he's seeing. Apple to Simpkins. Now to Janoski. Janoski through the paint. The feather touch shot. He gets it. And one chance, Janoski. Sandu, the guilty party. His first, team's first. And Janoski will go for a 3-point play from the line. Shot is up, and it's good. Make it 8 points for Janoski. 20-16, Mechanicsburg lead. 4.5 left to go here in the second. Sessoms drops that off for Sandu. Sandu on the far side for Turner. Turner trying to work his way in. Runs into a crowd of players. Ball's deflected. Out of bounds. That's Wildcat basketball. And there's going to be a timeout taken by Milton Hershey. A 60-second timeout. But, folks, we want to remind you that the Wildcat Foundation will begin accepting applications in mid-February for scholarships to be awarded to senior students at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. The foundation administers 5 scholarships to be awarded, each sprint totaling more than $36,000. The deadline for applications will be early April. For more information, visit wildcatfoundation.org. Ben Shad here alongside our fantastic Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew. Happy to bring you this one. It's been a close one so far. Just when Mechanicsburg pull away, Milton Hershey are battling right back with 4:20 left to go here in the second quarter. So both teams with 4 timeouts. Smith takes it up the floor. He got a smile from somebody's comments from the student section. Simpkins on the inside for Smith. Mid-range fadeaway. Good! Josh Smith. He makes it look oh so easy. 22-16 Mechanicsburg on top. 4 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. DN gives up to Crawford. Sessoms working on Janoski, runs into a triple team, kicks it back out. Thinking about it was George. He'll give to DN. DN back out to Sessoms. Sessoms on the inside. He finds Turner. Turner is stripped. Gets his miss, though, and puts it up. Khalif Turner was stripped by Josh Smith, but the ball fell right at his feet. Decided to put it up. First chance. Puts his team back within 4. Smith going to work on Sessoms. His mid-range shot is good. Josh Smith is feeling something tonight. Give him 8 points. 24-18. Milton Hershey on top. Mechanicsburg on top. Milton Hershey with the ball. DN and Janoski with another steal. Janoski going the other way. He'll put it up. And one chance Janoski with a big flex against Sessoms. For Sessoms, that's his first substitution as Boyega Owiferanye, the 6'1 junior two-way player, checks in for the Spartans. Shot is up from Janoski. It does not go. He misses from the line. 1 of 2 in his trips tonight. Still, it's an 8-point lead for Mechanicsburg with 3 minutes left to go here in the second. And Janoski that time just a little too desperate on his reach against Sessoms. That's his first. So Milton Hershey will get possession back. Into the corner they go on the inside. Deflected. Simpkins comes away with it. Smith to Owens. Owens charging on in the scoop. Oh, he doesn't get the score, and he took a hard fall on the court. Meanwhile, play continues. Owens picks himself up. Milton Hershey with a man advantage, putting that one up, and a block by Smith. Smith will give it to Owens. He'll rise on up, and oh, he doesn't get the jam. But Smith comes away with the ball and gets it back to Owens again. This time to Janoski. The corner three. That doesn't go either. Oh, my goodness. Calamity by the Wildcats. How did none of those shots go? That one played on the inside, and man, it's just getting greasy out there, folks. Nobody wants to hold on or score this bucket. It remains 26-18, 2 minutes left to go before the half. Janoski, the fadeaway, and of course that one goes with a double team in his face. Give him 12 on the night. It's a 10-point lead for Mechanicsburg. Here's George on the perimeter. George looking for his screen. He doesn't get it. Kicks it all the way out to Owiferanye. Now he finds his man in the corner in George. Back out to Sessoms. Sessoms doesn't like what he sees, gives to Turner. Turner trying to work the elbows and foul on the floor against Apple. That's his first. Bardo's checking back in, as is Elijah Bea. So 1:31 left here in the second, 28-18. This one kicked out to Sessoms. They work it around. George. Sessoms again at the top. Manages to keep it. Janoski holding him close. Owiferanye lining up the three, and oh, he silences the Mechanicsburg student section with that one. They were teasing him with airball chants, and he silences the critics with one shot. Simpkins to Janoski, a deep three, does not go. Bea trying to fight for the rebound, ends up going out of bounds, and that is Spartan basketball with 1 minute exactly left on the clock here in the second quarter of play. George takes it up the floor. Staring down Smith, the bounce pass on the inside. The contested shot does not go. That goes out of bounds. Wildcat basketball with 48 seconds left to go. Some substitutions coming on as the 6'3 senior center Landon McGee and the 6'1 senior forward number 11 Owen Whitmer check in. Ball goes to Smith. We'll see if Mechanicsburg want to sit on the clock for all 40 seconds. Smith kicks to Janoski. A lot of motion right now. Gives to Bea. He'll take his time. 30 seconds. Bea kicks to Janoski. Janoski waves off Whitmer. Hand off to Smith. 17 seconds. Smith staring his man down. 10 seconds left. They're going to take the final shot here. Smith staring down his man. Smith off a double team screen. Smith loses the ball. It falls to the floor, but they're going to call a foul with 2.5 seconds left, and I think that is what Smith was finally looking for. Kingston George, the guilty party. Bardo will check in. So Mechanicsburg will inbound with 2.5 seconds left. Smith couldn't corral the alley-oop, but Mechanicsburg's going to get another shot at it. A little substitution error, so they'll try again. Bardo gives to Smith, drops it off to Bardo. The deep three, oh, just off the base of the rim. Bardo made it close, but we head into the half with Mechanicsburg holding on to a 7-point lead. But Milton Hershey, they can make this one close all over again, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got a fun one for you here on this Friday night. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll give you our foundation facts and be right back with second half action right after this on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
The Wildcat Foundation is Mechanicsburg Area School District's education foundation. Established in 1998, the foundation raises and distributes funds that support students in education, wellness, cultural awareness, and athletics. The Wildcat Foundation has also awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships to support students' higher education. Learn more and donate today at wildcatfoundation.org. Are you on the hunt for a new home? Maybe you're a growing family looking to expand your living situation, or you find your current space too large and you're simply looking to downsize. Whatever your needs, contact Charity Kastner, Realtor with RSR Realtors today. Charity knows the local real estate market and she will find the right home for you. Charity Kastner isn't just a Mechanicsburg-based realtor, she's a Mechanicsburg mom. And after all, mother knows best. Just ask her kids. Make the move today by calling Charity Kastner at 717-557-9312 or rsrrealtors.com to find your first or next home sweet home.
A deck where memories are made, barbecues are grilled, and sunsets are savored. But let's face it, not all decks are created equal. Enter Westshire Decks. We're not your average deck builders. Precision is our mantra. We don't just build decks, we craft outdoor living spaces tailored to your dreams. With Westshire Decks, you get seasoned experts who know decks inside and out. So why settle for a deck that's just okay when you can have one that's extraordinary? Westshire Decks, where craftsmanship meets creativity. Give us a call today and come see how we are different.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Hello, Wildcat fans, and thanks for tuning in for this varsity contest on GoMechanicsburg.com and now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg, presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. We'll get you out to the Members First Railroad Credit Union broadcast booth in just a bit, but right now it's time for our halftime segment. Halftime, as always, presented by the Wildcat Foundation, and this is Foundation Facts. And today I am joined by Paige Brocious. Paige, welcome.
Hi, well, thank you.
So, Paige, give us a little bit of your background and how you came to be a part of the Mechanicsburg School District.
So I actually graduated from Mechanicsburg in 2012, and then I went to Westchester University for college and returned here in 2016 as a teacher, and I've been a third grade teacher at Northside Elementary ever since.
Awesome. And when did you first hear about the Wildcat Foundation?
Oh gosh, when I knew about the Wildcat Foundation even when I was a kid, so many years ago.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your program that you got going on here at Northside.
So at Northside and all of our elementary schools, we know about the value and importance of play for our students, and especially with free play, giving them the opportunities to engage with their peers. And so the program that we funded through the Wildcat Foundation was recess materials and equipment. And we got a variety of different materials, some that lend more towards people playing games with each other, cooperative or more competitive games. But also we got a lot of sidewalk chalk and checkers, Foursquare, stuff like that, so that kids have multiple options, whether they want a more relaxed activity or a more competitive activity, but it helps to engage them in play and get them learning through that social process.
And recess, I think it kind of becomes overlooked because on the surface level, it's just get their energy out so they can have an attempt at calming down later in the day. But there is a science to it, and there is, a good way to do recess, and I think maybe even some bad ways to do recess. So the fact that, every minute of the school day is being looked after, that's pretty cool, that there's a way to still get some learning, even though the kids probably have no idea that it's going on when they're out there running around in the middle of the day.
Absolutely. Lots of problem-solving opportunities for them when they encounter a problem on the playground, which does happen frequently, but they've been equipped with the skills through our school counselor and our community meetings to solve those problems independently and to know when to seek an adult's help if they need it. It also teaches them responsibility with taking care of the materials that they have received, because they know that they were purchased with certain funds and that it's our responsibility to keep them nice and usable in working condition.
That's amazing. Anything else you want to mention about this program? I'm still just so amazed that, that I've talked to so many people in so many programs, and literally no corners being left unturned by the foundation. Even recess, where it's like, well, you have the jungle gym, but it's thinking beyond that and thinking what else you can do for the student that doesn't want to climb around and run around and go up and down the same slide that they have for 3 months on end. What else? Just again, I'm marveled by the benefits that this can bring about, not only at Northside but potentially for the entire district, or at least at the elementary level.
Well, and right now we haven't had access to our jungle gym since we've been back from winter break, because it's still covered with snow and ice and all of those fun things. But just that, I like that this gives multiple opportunities to different students, because like you mentioned, not everyone wants to play the same thing. So it gives a wide range of activities, whether you want to sit down at a picnic table and play a board game with each other, or whether you want to choose that more active opportunity. It just meets all of our kids' needs, and it gives them a wide range of options to choose from, so that they're not cornered into having to play the same thing every single day.
Yeah, I can remember some of the days back in elementary school. It was not fun when it was raining outside or when it got cold, because your options just felt so limited. So yeah, it's nice to know that there's a nice variety coming through for the kids these days, to be able to do what they can in an educational and beneficial way too.
Yeah, and we know sometimes when there aren't options, then that's when other problems can arise as well.
Alrighty, Paige. Well, thank you so much, folks. This has been Foundation Facts, presented by the Wildcat Foundation. Learn more about them online at wildcatfoundation.org. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action for you here in just a bit on GoMechanicsburg.com, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. As always, our stream is presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville.
Hey there, Wildcat fans. It's Mike Garland, voice of Wildcat Athletics. And that map you're looking at and those little blue pin drops, they represent the central Pennsylvania locations of our broadcast partners. From our presenting sponsor, 11 Oaks Farms, to the south and west in Newville, to one of our newest partners, True Green Lawn Care on the East Shore in Middletown, and everywhere in between. These are community-oriented businesses, and their dollars are supporting Wildcat Athletics. So in turn, fans, I ask you to support them. Pick up the phone and price their services. Shop in their store locations. Tell them you heard about it during a broadcast of Wildcat Athletics. You can go to GoMechanicsburg.com right now and click on the live stream tab to learn more about each one of these great central Pennsylvania businesses. We thank them for their support, and I encourage you to support them in turn.
The Turnbridge Group at RBC Wealth Management are proud supporters of Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. When you're faced with tough business, personal, and financial decisions, turn to the Turnbridge Group. They specialize in retirement planning and complex financial situations, as their team helps you define and attain your goals, all while building a strong and caring relationship with you. Advisors Tim Engel, Jonathan Stow, and Nick Hansen are available for your call today. The Turnbridge Group, part of the community and for the community. Visit them online at turnbridgegroup.com or call 717-724-4225.
This is you. And this is us. Hi, we're True Green. We're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. That means we'll give you a pro-level lawn guaranteed. That's a satisfaction guarantee. That's a price match guarantee. That's a guarantee on top of your guarantee. So you can do less of this and more of this.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our stream is presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. Ben Shad alongside our fantastic Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew. Wildcats lead this one 28-21, trying to stay atop the Mid-Penn Keystone, trying to find a score from the Hershey game. But right now, there is no trace of it anywhere on the internet. We know it's being played. We just don't have a score at all right now, trying to pull our resources to see if we can get something or anything going. Leading scorers for both teams, Joshua Sessoms leads the way for Milton Hershey with 8. Khalif Turner behind him with 6. Dylan Crawford with 4. Boyega Owifaranye with 3. For Mechanicsburg, Chance Yanoski has 12. Josh Smith with 8. Liam Owens and Justin Bardo both with 3. And Noah Apple with 2. Mechanicsburg, a 16-7 second quarter brings them this 28-21 lead we have here in the third as Milton Hershey going to work. They toss to the top on the far side wing. Sandu held close by Yanoski. They have been doing battle all night. Turner tries to put this one up. Off the base of the rim, no good. Pushed out. Sessoms gets it back. Kicks to Sandu. Sessoms. Back to Sandu. Now to Dien. Dien finds Crawford. Sessoms off a moving screen. Poked out a little bit by Smith. He finds Dien. Back to Sessoms. Back to Dien. Dien trying to go down low. Gets it into Crawford. Crawford trying to spin out of it. The fadeaway just sneaks in. Dylan Crawford, give him 6 on the night. Brings the Spartans within 5 here in the third quarter. Smith, the bounce pass to Bea. Bea to Bardo at the top. Bardo with some space, hands off to Smith. Smith with a stutter step, works off the left, puts it up, off the glass and good. Josh Smith with a little flick of the wrist to get that one to go. 30-23, Mechanicsburg on top. Dien here on the near side wing. Looking, hands it off to Sandu. Sandu spinning out of the contact, dropping it off. Smith trying to pick it off the floor. Goes out and will stay with the Spartans. Turner will inbound, looking, goes all the way to the top for Sandu. Sessoms. Sessoms trying to work in through the paint. He loses the handle. Owens comes away with it. Will settle things down and give to Smith. All the way to Bardo. Thought about it. Makes his way through the paint. Drops it off for Bea. Out to Yanoski. He'll load up the 3. Bang! Ice cold Chance Yanoski out of the half. And it's a 10-point lead for Mechanicsburg. Sessoms hands off to Sandu, and another steal by Yanoski. He just gets it before it goes out. He'll rise it up off the glass and good. Chance Yanoski, give him 17 on the night, and Milton Hershey need answers and quick as they go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. We'll keep it with you here as we want to remind you, folks, that the Wildcat Foundation will begin accepting applications in mid-February for scholarships to be awarded to senior students at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. The foundation administers 5 scholarships to be awarded each sprint, totaling more than $36,000. The deadline for applications will be early April. For more information, visit wildcatfoundation.org. Also want to remind you, folks, that Wildcat Foundation Night takes place February 21st at Stocks Manor. The gala, which serves as the Foundation's top fundraiser, will feature an online auction this year to help the Foundation's mission to support all students in the Mechanicsburg Area School District. Limited tickets and sponsor spots remain. Visit wildcatfoundation.org to learn more about the event. 35-23 our score. Chance Yanoski was on a mission to open up this second half. A 3, and he just took the ball before it went out of bounds. Rose on up for the easy 2 off the glass. A 5-point swing off his hands alone, giving Mechanicsburg a comfortable 12-point lead with 6 minutes left to go here in the third. Sessoms takes it up the floor. Sessoms trying to work in through the paint. Smith with a spike at the ball. Sessoms, the turnaround shot almost blindly shooting that, and Owens is going to draw a foul. And it is against Sessoms. That's his second. First player for either team to get consecutive fouls. Janoski on that far side wing. Kicks it out to Owens, now to Smith. Smith's getting the floor. He finds Bardo. Bardo going through the paint, putting it up. Gets the friendly roll. Justin Bardo. That one put up. The fadeaway is good to go. Khalif Turner answers right back with a beautiful one-handed shot. Smith rising on up. He was fouled on the way. He'll shoot 2 from the line. Foul is against Wolferanye. This is Smith's first trip to the line tonight. Well, I mentioned how fouls typically dictate these games, but not the case here tonight. A little refreshing to see these two teams being able to go full blast as Abdou Dieng checks back in for the Spartans. Smith's second shot is up, and it goes right on in. 2-2 from the line. Smith with 12 points, a 39-25 advantage for the Wildcats. 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Mechanicsburg trying to get a double team. Wolferanye down low. Beautiful pass. Dylan Crawford off the glass and good. Smith directing traffic. Gets it to Janoski. They sense the zone from Milton Hershey. Smith getting the directions from Coach Gaffey on the inside for Bea out to Janoski. It was tipped. Janoski gets it back. Now to Smith with a double team. Gives it to Owens down low in the corner. They air it all the way out to Smith. Smith with a blind pass to Bardo on the near side corner. Now to Owens down low. The mid-range counted from Liam Owens. A beautiful shot. 41-27 here in the third. Turner trying to go the other way with it. Bea trying to put on the brakes. Wolferanye kicks it out. Sessoms couldn't get it, but Dieng is there to save the day. Wolferanye kicks it out to Sessoms again. Sessoms looking. Smith holding him close. Sessoms trying to get that on the inside, and a whistle and a foul. This goes against Bea, his second. Will just result in possession for the Spartans. And a timeout taken by Coach Gaffey. We'll go ahead and step aside. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Hey there, Wildcat fans. It's Mike Garland, voice of Wildcat Athletics. And that map you're looking at and those little blue pin drops, they represent the central Pennsylvania locations of our broadcast partners. From our presenting sponsor, 11 Oaks Farms, to the south and west in Newville, to one of our newest partners, True Green Lawn Care on the East Shore in Middletown, and everywhere in between, these are community-oriented businesses, and their dollars are supporting Wildcat Athletics. So in turn, fans, I ask you to support them. Pick up the phone and price their services. Shop in their store locations. Tell them you heard about it during a broadcast of Wildcat Athletics. You can go to GoMechanicsburg.com right now and click on the live stream tab to learn more about each one of these great central Pennsylvania businesses. We thank them for their support, and I encourage you to support them in turn.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Milton Hershey with the ball out of the timeout. They're down 41-27 here in the third. As fouled on the way up was Khalif Turner. Owens just got a hand in there a little too late. That's his first. So once again, Turner returns to the line. Already 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. And the broadcaster's curse comes to life right then and there as Turner misses his first. And just remind you folks watching at home, it does go both ways, the broadcaster's curse. But Turner knocks down the second 5 of 6, give him 9 points on the night. As Smith tosses to Janoski. Back to Smith. Bardo in the corner, out to Janoski. Again, zone defense here from the Spartans. They don't want to give up anything on the inside. And Smith's just going to stare him down. How about that? Oh, my goodness. Smith just said, all right, y'all don't want to give us the inside? We don't got to go inside. Now that forces the Spartans to extend that zone a little bit. Out to Janoski on the far side. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bounce pass on the inside to Bardo. To Owens in the corner. Thought about it. Gives out to Bardo. Mechanicsburg more than happy to just chew out the clock even this early on. They have a comfortable lead. Smith gets the play and gets some movement. Smith going to work. Drops it off to Janoski. Janoski airing it up to Smith on the alley-oop. Couldn't get the finish. Gets his own miss. Will bounce it out. His shot put up. Trying to get the foul. The ball is loose. Milton Hershey come away with it. All the way on the other end, it's Turner. He'll go ahead, dodge the contact, and put it up and down. Give him 11 points on the night. And Milton Hershey not going away just yet. They're back within 11. That one's stolen. Contact, and they're going to say out of bounds, Mechanicsburg ball. They're going to say incidental, the contact, as Noah Apple checks in. Coach Scott Rooney was trying to argue a case, but he didn't argue it for too long. Janoski's foot just kind of got caught out there. So the Wildcats get the ball back. Janoski with a double team, gets it to Apple, kicks it out to Smith. Down low for Owens, rising on up, gets the scoop and the score. Liam Owens. Man, he hasn't contributed much on the score sheet, but those 7 points that he scored have all been exceptionally good-looking baskets, and a clean strip taken away by the referee as it's a foul against Noah Apple. Ufaranye, his pass stolen. Smith charging up the floor. Smith putting on the brakes, loses it, and it's stolen. Ufaranye going the other way. Kicks it to Crawford. No, he fakes it, but he couldn't get the finish. But Dien is there to get his first buckets of the night. Oh, Ufaranye showing off the skill. Pass to Apple. He's stripped. Goes out of bounds, and that will stay with Mechanicsburg. Press here from the Spartans. Janoski will carry it up the floor. And a timeout taken by head coach Mike Gaffey. We'll go ahead and step aside here. Be right back for you with more basketball action right here on Go Mechanicsburg. Now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Hey there, Brewing Company in Mechanicsburg, established in 2021 as a family and pet-friendly social experience, offers food and drink options for the community from the community. Family owned by Wildcat graduates, Wolf Brewing Company is just off South Market Street in the all-new Legacy Park. Stop in before, during, or after the game for food crafted from the freshest local ingredients, plus many award-winning drinks made on site. Wolf Brewing Company, 100 Legacy Park Drive, Suite 400, online at wolfbrewingco.com or call 717-590-7917.
In their store locations. Tell them you heard about it during a broadcast of Wildcat Athletics. You can go to GoMechanicsburg.com.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shadd here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. Mike Gaffey calling a timeout, sensing the three-quarter court press from Milton Hershey, trying to devise up a plan. Apple drops off to Janoski in the corner. Why not? Janoski, the three, splash! And he kisses his 3 points right in front of the bench, and why not? Janoski with 20 on the night. And a whistle here, foul on the floor against Janoski. Coach Gaffey in disbelief for Mechanicsburg, but they're up 46-32 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Sessoms looking, trying to drop that one off on the inside. Turner saves it from going out. He'll go ahead and try to put on some moves. He'll direct traffic from the far side wing. Trying to get that to the other side. Dien trying to split the gap. Dien, and a foul on the floor. That's his third. Team's fifth, and that'll send Dien to the line for the first time tonight. Folks were looking for a travel on Dien. Seemed like he took 2 hops. No dribble. Either way, he's shooting from the charity stripe for the first time tonight. His first one rattles on home. 50.5 left to go here in the third quarter. Second shot is up, and that one, with some help, finds its way home. 2-2 trip for Dien. 46-34 our score. Toss to Apple. Apple trying to get that to Owens, and somehow Owens came up with it. Tosses down to Bardo. Now Janoski fakes with a stab step, puts it up, doesn't get it to go. Going the other way is Turner. He'll put on the brakes. Turner trying to get through the paint. The spin move, dropping it off. Oh, beautiful vision from Khalif Turner, dropping it off for Dylan Crawford. He's in double figures. 46-36. Milton Hershey not out of it just yet. 15 seconds left here in the third. Smith breaks the timeline. Smith charging on in, drops it off for Bardo. 7 seconds left, goes all the way out to Apple. Back to Bardo, 3 seconds left. Bardo on the inside to Owens. The turnaround shot, gets it to go at the buzzer! Liam Owens with a smooth turnaround. I don't think he knew how much time was left on the clock, but it didn't matter. He sunk it, no problem. We got a 12-point lead heading into the final frame of action. Don't go anywhere, folks. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
At Bobby Ray Hall, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision, that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Ray Hall simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Ray Hall difference and find out more at BobbyRayHall.com.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. A 48-36 lead for Mechanicsburg entering the final frame of action, outscoring the Milton Hershey Spartans by a 20-15 margin in that third quarter alone. Wildcat basketball to open up the final frame. Wildcats in the driver's seat to stay atop the Mid-Penn Keystone. We haven't gotten a score update yet on Hershey and Cedar Cliff. If Hershey were to lose that game, then by my counts, Mechanicsburg would have enough games and could be crowned Keystone champions tonight, but Josh Smith with a giveaway just out of the reach of Elijah Bea. And Smith has to be careful as his displeasures were echoed around this gymnasium. DN thought about it. Wouferanier gives to the near side, a little give and go. He's thinking about it, puts up the three, gets it to go. Wouferanier with another three on the night, silencing those Mechanicsburg critics. 48-39, Milton Hershey within 9. Bardo looking, doesn't have anybody, gives it out to Janoski. Now out to Smith. Smith to Bardo in the corner. He unleashes the three. Bang! Give Justin Bardo time and space, and he will make you pay from the corner. Sessoms with the response. He drains it. Both teams going toe for toe from beyond the arc. Smith airs it out to Janoski. Inside to Owens, to Bardo in the corner again. That time he couldn't get it to go. Janoski the rebound. He gets it off the glass and good. Janoski leading the way with 22 on the night. 53-42 lead, and the steal by Smith. He has it. He'll line up the three. Does not go. Turner trying to take it up the floor. Bea trying to hold him close. Turner puts it up. No good, but he'll shoot 2 from the line. Foul goes against Bardo. That's just his second, team's first of the fourth quarter. Turner, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. Give him 11 points so far. First shot up and good from Turner. He's got 12, give him 13, but more importantly, can make it a 9-point ball game with the shot right here. Goes up and good. He's 2 of 2 once again from the line, 7 of 8 for Khalif Turner from the charity stripe. Smith airs it out to Janoski on the near side. They break the timeline, getting it out to Smith. Smith to the corner for Bardo. Bounce pass on the inside to Owens. The fadeaway was deflected, but Bea's right there to get it back. Bardo has it, gets it out to Smith. Now to Janoski. Bea in the corner. Back out to Janoski. Janoski back to Bea in the corner. Back to Janoski. Janoski trying to find Smith, but Sessom's holding him close. This time the toss goes to Bardo on the far side wing. Bardo waiting again. Just why not? More seconds off the clock. No rush. Smith inside to Bea. Bea back out to Smith. 5.5 left to go in regulation. Smith out to Janoski. Bounce pass to Bardo in the corner. On the inside to Bea. Dropping it off for Owens. Back to Bardo. Bardo to Janoski at the top. He unloads the three. Rims out. Bea gets the rebound to Smith. Roaring through the paint. Off the glass and good. Josh Smith was not going to be denied as he roared through the paint. 55-44 our score. Woofaranye to DN, to Sessoms at the top. Sessoms dribbles it off his hip, gets it back. 5 minutes left to go in regulation. Turner going to work against Bea. Turner loses the ball. Owens comes away with it. Owens trying to put that one ahead for Smith. He saves it, gets it to Bea. Bea out to Bardo, and Coach Gaffey in the corner. Smith gets it to go! And a timeout taken by Milton Hershey, but you know what? That just might be the dagger. 58-44 with 4.5 left. Smith with no hesitation whatsoever from the corner. As that just might have been the kill shot. Mechanicsburg up by 14 with 4.5 left to go in regulation. And it looks like the win streak will reach double digits. And Mechanicsburg will sweep the month of January. How often have they been able to say that? Still no score from Hershey and Cedar Cliff just yet. Again, the media seeming to black out that game. There's no trace of a score at all. We'll have to wait till that one's final. Sandu goes back to work. Milton Hershey trying to claw back, but it's going to be a tough road. That one dropped off. Owens meets him at the rim and denies Crawford. Smith all the way out to Apple. He'll put his feet down. Didn't have the right angle for that bucket. Gives to Owens, now to Bardo. Bardo up the baseline, back out to Owens. He'll line up a three. Money! Liam Owens in double figures. Give him 12 on the night. 61-44. 4 minutes left to go in regulation, and the Wildcats are just running away with it now. George trying to go and work on Smith. Smith the steal. Here he comes. Two-hand jam. Josh Smith with the power. And a timeout taken by Milton Hershey. It's just all falling apart for the Spartans now. 63-44. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg. Now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Walking it back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School, Ben Shad here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. 63-44 our score. 3.5 left to go in regulation. But the Wildcats absolutely running away with it. That one put up from the corner, no good. Fight for the rebound, Crawford goes up, he'll draw a foul. Bardo hit with his third. Crawford will shoot two for the first time tonight. First shot up and good. Crawford with 11 on the night, 12 in his hands momentarily. Shot is up. No good. 1 of 2 trip for Dylan Crawford. 63-45. Wildcats on top. Janoski drops it off to Smith. He breaks the timeline. Smith just going to roar on in, trying to put it up. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 from the line. Foul is against Crawford. His second team's first, as Andrew Simpkins will check in momentarily for the Wildcats. Shot is up and good for Smith. He now has 20 points on the night as Simpkins checks in, giving Bardo some rest. 3:11 left to go here in regulation. Smith's second shot is up and good as well. Give Smith 21 points. 4 of 4 from the line. Milton Hershey going the other way. Wolferanye trying to work his way through the paint, puts it up, too strong. Owens comes away with it. Smith taking it up the floor, trying to put on some moves. Smith gets past one. Smith kicks it into the corner. 3-ball, bang! Andrew Simpkins, welcome to the score sheet. 68-45. Owen Whitmer waits to check in for Mechanicsburg. Turner kicks it into the corner. Sandu's 3 is an air ball off the hands of Owens. As Whitmer, checks in, and the senior 5'10 guard Stephen Dow, as does the senior 6'1 forward Joshua Gibb, checking in for the Spartans. Trying to air that one out. Janoski comes away with it, and they're going to call a travel on Janoski on his way up in the floor. He was trying to avoid the contact as Landon McGee enters. Both teams emptying the benches. All the seniors getting their time in the spotlight. Turner trying to work on Dolman. Turner through the paint, and a foul on Dolman. That's his first. Team's third. As Taye Onabanwo, the senior 5'9" guard, and Makai Navar check in. .221 left to go in regulation. Shot from beyond the arc, good for Sessoms. Give him 14 on the night. Smith dribbles that one off his foot. Airs it out, and a great job there by Simpkins to corral it. He finds Whitmer, and they'll drop that one off for Smith. Smith pulls up a three off the face of the rim and out. And Smith comes away with the steal. A telegraph pass. He'll wait for reinforcement. Dropping it off for Dolman. Three ball is up. Gets it to go. Landon McGee. Welcome to the score sheet, and all the seniors for the Wildcats are getting in on the action. 1.5 left to go in regulation. You love to see it. On the near side, Taye Onabanwo, three ball is nailed by Stephen Dow, and he joins the three parade. And a timeout taken by Mechanicsburg as the 6'2" junior guard Jacob Eager ready to check in. .60-second timeout. We'll keep it with you here. 1:19 left to go. Mechanicsburg will improve to 18-2 on the season, 16-1 in the eyes of the PIAA, keeping pace with the top of the 6A standings. And they'll improve to 12-1 in Keystone Conference play. Still waiting on a final score from Hershey and Cedar Cliff. We haven't gotten it just yet. Get that one out to Eager. He finds Simpkins. Simpkins back to Eager. Eager looking, gives to Dolman. Dolman trying to charge on in. The mid-range shot. Dolman doesn't get it. Milton Hershey going the other way. It's Dow taking it up the floor. Dow through the paint. Puts it up. He gets it off the glass to go. Stephen Dow. What a hot hand he has been off the bench. I have to wonder if he was trying to make a case. Eager gives it out to Simpkins. Simpkins roaring on in, into the corner. Three ball is blocked. Out of bounds. Will stay with Mechanicsburg as Whitmer trying to join on in on the scoring fun. And a 5-second inbound violation, so the ball goes back to Milton Hershey. Can't remember the last time I saw that called. Typically a little leeway is given. Either way, Sessoms on the far side wing. Dow here on the near side, trying to drop it off on the inside. Back out, lining it up. Sessoms three, off the base of the rim, no good. Mechanicsburg have it. Eager can just walk this one out. Milton Hershey will fall to 11-7 on the year, 9-4 in Mid-Penn Keystone Conference play. Dolman with it, gives to McGee. McGee, drop pass to Simpkins, to Eager. Eager thinking about it. Gives to Whitmer. Whitmer with a roar from the student section. Now it's Dolman. Dolman trying to work on the inside. Great ball handling there to keep it alive. Simpkins will dribble it out, and that will do it. Mechanicsburg with a dominant 70-53 game performance here tonight against the Milton Hershey Spartans. They keep the winning streak alive. They have swept the month of January. And with just 2 games left in the regular season, it's looking more and more likely that Mechanicsburg will be Mid-Penn Keystone Conference champs at the end of the season. Again, still no score from Hershey and Cedar Cliff. As we'll check one more time for you. Still no word on the final score from that game, so we'll just have to wait a little longer. But Mechanicsburg with another dominant performance, opening up the floodgates with scoring from everybody, everywhere on the court in that fourth quarter of play, as they dominate this one for yet another win on the season. For our fantastic Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew, I'm Ben Shad. Once again, the final score, Mechanicsburg takes this one 70-53. We'll see you next time right here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. Good night, folks.
This has been a presentation of Mechanicsburg High School Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com. Wildcat Athletics is presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, Bobby Ray Hall Automotive Group, Charity Kastner RSR Realtors, your neighborhood Chick-fil-A at Shepherdstown Crossing, Lawnscapes Inc., Members First Federal Credit Union, Operation Wildcat, OSS Health, now with 2 locations on the West Shore, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department, RBC Wealth Management and the Turnbridge Group, Renewed Hearing Solutions, Sheets, Snappers Bar and Grill, Seth Gardner State Farm, your Harrisburg True Green Lawn Care, Westshire Decks, servicing all of Central PA, the Wildcat Foundation, and Wolf Brewing Company. The Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com and on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. We'll see you again next time.